waters of the Atlantic. We are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Primetime. On one side, Zach Taylor, who got his NFL start with the Dolphins as a quarterback coach under Joe Philbin. Across the way, the head coach of the Dolphins. His guys know the playoffs are in their future. They have clinched the division and look to be a real force in the AFC. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out, Greg, by the #1 overall pick way back in 2009, Matthew Stafford.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Right at midfield.
Third and inches.
Brings up third and inches.
They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on third and inches. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Throw on third down, Stafford. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. That is Cam Taylor-Britt on that corner blitz in for the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. They're led out by the quarterback, USC, Caleb Williams.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only to get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
A play fake. Now Williams. There's the rookie out of Colorado, Travis Hunter. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of
2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the
They do a really nice
49-yard
job
line.
of taking everything away initially, but You have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Miami.
First and 10 at the 29.
Off play action. Here's Williams. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 17.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to South Florida after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. Throw it again. It's Williams. Left side, caught by Hunter. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again, Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 38-yard.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Dolphins a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. First down, Stafford. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Second down, it's Stafford. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to sneak it here, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run a draw now. It's Kamara. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Harold Landry there on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Stafford. That's caught. It's the tight end Njoku. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 30.
Play action now for Stafford. Oh, that is taken in downfield by Tonjes. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
From From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And he'll take it on in. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 4th TD grab of the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Here's Hardy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
What is up? On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Stevenson on the tackle.
It is 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. Now, what a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. There's a short one caught by Sanders. 2nd down, they need 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13.
The shotgun snap to Stafford. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And he's in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Bengals. His 6th touchdown now for the season. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Dolphins 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. He's had a nose to the end zone all season long. Here in the month of December, he is the NFL's leader this season for rushing touchdowns. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll try to set up the screen to Genty. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll let this go for Pickens. A A dive, but he let him too much. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be...
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
On third down, it's Williams. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. Dejounte Wester now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense and Matthew Stafford heading back onto the field. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. They'll fake the handoff now, Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
This throw right is taken in by Flower. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. That's fielded at about the 18. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. There's Hunter. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
A play fake. Now Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw is Williams. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Williams to the air once more. Pushed out to his left. Taking off. He'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
That's good.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is caught. What a throw. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Miami. Oh, the teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not... but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Throwing is Williams. In trouble, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Zach Taylor as his Bengals make their way back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To his tight end, Njoku. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
On the ground, it's Kamara. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 44.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. This one incomplete. The defense up. There. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Open man downfield, it's Mitchell. And he will go all the way. Adonai Mitchell, touchdown Dolphins. Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Dolphins will up the lead to 5. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Wester now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. On the give, this is Kamara. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. On the RPO, a throw to Flowers. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. Touchback. The Dolphins offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Off play action. Here's Williams. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And what a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one caught at the 4. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Bengals 1st down.
Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll send Flowers in motion. 2nd down, it's Stafford. And that ball incomplete. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. They'll run for it. It's Kamara. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
The Bengals.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. This returnable from the 4. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Forced to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Good return. He's able to get the 40-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Stafford now on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. Set to go now on first and 10.
That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The motion man is Sanders. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half.
Line.
Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll stick to the ground. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one, take it in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Miami. Big play here. Dolphins will go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The Bengals offense ready to take over once again. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Kamara. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Stafford now on 2nd down. And nice work after the catch. He stops a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Stafford from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Stafford now. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
17 yards. That's another Bengals 1st down.
Now here's the spike, and they stop it with 22 seconds remaining. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5.
15 yards. That's another Bengals 1st down.
Stafford to throw again. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Stafford. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
They'll run for the win. And he's not going to get there. They stop him short, and this remains a 1-point game. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. And he'll be taken down. Timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Down to a knee goes Williams. And that should wrap this baby up. So a win here for the Dolphins. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.